Hi everyone, Caroline Harris here, the founder of Moms in the Making. As I've been prepping and planning for the conference this week, I've been getting so excited because we're going to be covering so many topics. And I thought maybe it would be helpful to get on here and tell you a little bit about what we will be discussing and covering at the 2019 Moms in the Making conference. So while this is not all inclusive, I thought maybe you would be able to relate to some of these topics that will be discussed. We're going to be talking about how to overcome disappointment, the disappointment of a miscarriage or loss, or let's be honest, just how our story looks nothing like we thought it would be. Maybe it's the disappointment of the adoption that was failed and didn't go through. Maybe it's just the disappointment of the recent doctor's update. In addition, we're going to be talking about how to deal with these feelings. Have you ever had feelings of jealousy when someone else gets pregnant? What about this overwhelming feeling of fear? Like maybe you missed your chance. Maybe you're too old. Maybe it's never going to happen. Maybe the impossible situation is not going to change. What about marriage? Are you struggling in your marriage? Could you use some encouragement from a husband and wife? Guess what? We'll be covering that too. Really, we're going to be covering a lot about just our relationship with God, because your relationship might be non-existent. He might feel distant. You might be angry. You might feel like he's punishing you, and we're going to be addressing all of that. We're going to be talking about what it looks like to practically deal with these thoughts of fear. We're going to be talking about how to communicate with God, how to not only pray to him, but how to hear from him, how to gain wisdom, and how to understand what he wants us to do, what next steps he wants us to take. We'll be talking about the power of worship, what it looks like to worship corporately, but why worship matters and why it changes us and our journeys as well. In addition, we're going to be talking about how to deal with the unexpected. You know, that news that you receive and you're like, crap, now what? Have you been there? Because so have I. And we're going to be talking and addressing that as well. And we're also going to just talk about what does it look like to actually have a relationship with God? Not just to go to church on Sundays or to be a part of a Moms in the Making group or to know a few Bible verses, but what does it look like to walk closely with him? So again, this just barely skims the surface, but these are some of the topics we'll be covering at the Moms in the Making conference. You can get your ticket on momsinthemakinggroup.com. I can't wait to see you in person, hug you, and I can't wait to encounter and experience freedom and a newfound joy with you. See you then.